fall break shenanigans, Fuqua hoops, and our very own new restrictions due to the recent COVID spike. That's all coming up on Fuqua Action News right now. Welcome to Fuqua Action News. I'm Dan Nolan. We start with Duke basketball. That's right, we are back in Cameron Indoor Stadium to watch these games in person. And as a result, you can only imagine the amount of anticipation leading up to the lottery season tickets that were provided to graduate students. Now, when there was a delay in hearing the fate of how students were due in this season ticket lottery, a lot of Fuqua students had feared the worst, that they were left off by the basketball committee because of the recent COVID spike. However, in reality, it was because the people didn't know how to copy and paste emails from a spreadsheet. They don't know Excel as well. These are the individuals that got LPs when they took BCA, didn't even bother taking BCA 2. I digress. The results started to trickle in and hysteria ensued among Fuqua students. Those who won the lottery were inundated with messages from the losers, receiving them via Slack, via text message, via email, via messenger, pigeon, anything you can imagine. And a lot of these messages were coming from a number of individuals, not just Kelsey Price, although admittedly a lot from Kelsey Price. Now on the flip side, people were offering some ridiculous things just to get tickets to Duke basketball games. I'm talking about their firstborn children, kidneys, left testicles. They really put the crazy in Cameron crazy. Having said that, if you would just like to give a ticket to a friend, someone who's a double Dookie, a lifelong Duke basketball fan, feel free to pass it along. You may recall seeing a trailer for a Shooters documentary in our Fall 1 Fuqua Vision show, and I'm proud to announce that that documentary will officially air in our Spring 1 show. And the sit-down interview, the main event, the main character of the documentary, none other than the person leading the charge for Shooters, Kim Cates. Here's a special sneak peek at what you'll be able to see in this spring's documentary.
I was with one of my best friends back then, and I got a call from my boyfriend, and he told me that the fire department called him and said the place was on fire. In Hillsborough, it was a barn, pretty much. It was an old, whole wood frame building. We had to literally sit there and watch it for days burn. We even still have liquor bottles left because you don't want to get rid of them, because it's part of the beginning of our career, really.
Just a few weeks ago, Fuqua tried to make a sequel to the popular movie Spring Breakers, not popular, with a new movie called Fall Breakers. Over 100 Fuqua students went to Columbia during fall break, while the other 800 Fuqua students had to put up with their Instagram stories. Some people lost their wallets, others lost their phones, and fortunately for the rest of us, they discovered a new COVID variant. Yes, just when we thought we were out of the woods, we saw a spike of cases due to our travels during fall break. A few cases spread from travel, then at Halloween, and then 2 different party buses for birthdays. And what once looked like a snowball of cases ended up turning into an avalanche, and that led to additional restrictions. Now, we at Fuqua Action News, we support tightening restrictions to curb the spread. In fact, we don't think that Duke admin went far enough. And so we're proposing our own mitigation efforts. First, thinking of having a birthday party? Think again. In fact, don't just ditch the celebration, ditch the birthday altogether, because starting today, no one at Fuqua is allowed to have a birthday. Consider this year a wash and turn 28 twice. Number 2, don't eat or drink. Like ever. Such a good way to cut that COVID weight. And if you do want to eat or drink, make sure that you do it alone, away from others, outside, at night, in the dark, behind the dumpster. Number 3, don't leave your home. Like, at all. Not even to go grocery shopping. Just sit inside alone like you're a Kardashian or the Unabomber. And last, but certainly not least, whatever you do, don't go to Shooters. Going into the middle of that dance floor and dancing with another person is kind of the equivalent of licking a doorknob. Not good for preventing the spread of germs. All jokes aside, it's really important to wear our masks indoors and to reconsider large social gatherings so we can all do our part to protect our community, our friends, our families as we head in to this holiday season. please do this, because for goodness sake, I never want to hear the words pivot or vigilant or unprecedented ever again. That's going to do it for us on Fuqua Action News. A big shout out to our entire production crew. And my word, the next time we'll see you is in the new year. Happy holidays, everyone, and good night, Fuqua.